Hello, everybody. This is my New World Aeternum review after just shy of 101 hours. Um, I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on things, basically what a review is, and just kind of let you guys know, give my opinions. They'll probably differ from other people, which is fine. Um, so let's just go ahead and get into this. I am, if you know where I'm at, I'm in the sand area. Um, I am level 65, so I have put in the work. I was working on a bunch of weapons, just trying to get them all leveled up and get it done out of the way, but this game is just boring. It's a lot of tedious, repetitive quests that you have to do over and over again for your faction, whether it be your faction or some side quest or whatever. It's a lot of just go here, do this, chore missions and fillers. So after 101 hours, or just shy of that, um, I mean, I'll show you my even my trade skills here. That I put in a lot of work, and I don't find the game very entertaining anymore. Um, I don't like doing the same dungeon, 20 fucking different times, or I don't like doing the same raid hundreds of times. Just it doesn't make sense to me. It's very boring and very repetitive, and it's not fun, in my opinion, for an MMO or RPG that you have to grind out and put time into. And for those factors, I think that there should be more, variety in your end game. So I'm not a big fan of this game. I thought it was gonna be something like, I was kind of hoping for more of like the because when you're trying to work on, let's just say for skills, when you're trying to work on like mining, you have the mining is so spread out on different types of ores that there's no real good spot to do it. And so, like when you want, like if you want the mithril and the, I can't remember what the other one was called right before mithril, but you have to go to near the end game, or not the end game, but the end of the campaign or story area, and go in there. That's like the best spot to get, auriculum, I think is what it's called, and mithril, because it's all jam packed together on that little walkway that you go through that little area. And that's like the best spot. But for iron and steel and all that, it's all spread out. Like if you think of RuneScape, there was always these spots, these quarries that you go and you can mine iron, and you can mine gold, and you can mine silver, and you could sit there and let the stuff respawn back and do it over and over and over again. There's none of that here. Like there's no good spots to mine. There's no, I mean, trees are all practically all the same, unless you're talking about the the magical trees like rune and ironwood or whatever it's called, and runewood, and those are like rare. You only get so many in like a pocket, and so it's really tedious to get stuff leveled up, and it's there's no or I haven't found, and nobody has posted a video on it to where there's good spots to do all that and level up really fast, because everything's so spread out. And then on top of that, the weapons, like to me, MMO would be like you go out, you craft your stuff, but also you equip the next best thing. Like it'd be simplistic and not this, this algebra type thing you got to figure out. Oh, this weapon does this. This is how you do these perks on this weapon, and get the best out of your damage, and yada yada, etc. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I want to be able to just go out, kill stuff, and feel powerful, and not have to think about, oh, this perk, this perk, this perk, this perk, and these runes go on this. I guess maybe I'm not a true MMO person or whatever, or how you want to classify me, but I don't like doing all that. I want to go out, equip the next best weapon, or craft the next best weapon, and go demolish stuff. Now, if it's in a raid or a dungeon, I get it. The stuff should be like, challenging. But out here in the open, in the public, and all that, where you're running around, stuff should not be stupid hard to kill, I think. And I shouldn't have to, I got a bunch of stuff, a bunch of, raw resources and stuff that I just don't care about because I don't want to. To me, there's no point in it because they have this trading place where you can spend money and buy better weapons. People are already creating the stuff for you. And so it's like, what was the whole point of me doing all this and being able to craft it when somebody that's already there and, no life to all that and it's putting that already up there for me? Like, they should have just taken away the trade place and just made everybody craft their own stuff. And then you have, once you hit 65, you have this, or was it 50? Somewhere around there, between 50 and 65, open world PvP gets activated. And you can turn it on or you can turn it off, and it just doesn't, like, that kind of stuff don't make sense to me, especially in an MMO. Like, I think that PvP crap should be in another server on all its own, or maybe in an arena, which there is an arena here. But you also have to turn it on. So, I mean, nobody can just straight up attack you unless you have it activated. So, I guess that's a good thing. It's not like, Black Desert Online. Somebody can just be toxic and come kill you all the time. So, there's that. The game graphically is really good. I had a lot of fun all the way up till, I guess, after the story. I felt, like there was really nothing else for me to do. I mean, they make you do dungeons throughout the story, so then you get a sense of what dungeons are like. And then at 65, you can turn it to mutated dungeons, and you can set this little slider, and you can get your gear score up there, and not let anybody that's below that certain threshold to come in, so you can make sure you get stuff done. But I think there should have been a lot. I think the devs should have played the game more and understood that if that's the way they want the game, and they should have made it easier for people to level their trade skills up and kind of, made areas for mining and cutting trees down and all that. But for the sake of it, I mean, trees are all the same XP. I mean, you got your mature and your young trees that, they'll give you more or less, but really, everything else just gives you just about the same XP. And that's really what you're going to be cutting down most of the time. Even when you're running your, your specific routes for special trees like wormwood and runewood trees, because there's so little of it. There's not like this big patch that lets you go out there and cut it and then come back. And then the way they do events is kind of dumb in this game because you have to be max level to even have, even able to do damage in the events. So, and then the, what do you call it? The sandworm boss out here in the desert is ridiculously hard. I think that's a little outrageous on how hard it actually is. I heard people talk about it and didn't really realize how hard it was until I went out and did it and was able to try it out. But yeah, New World is good up to a certain point. I would say probably after the campaign, however long it takes you to do the campaign, anything after that is probably just on you, how you enjoy your time in the game. For me, it got tedious after the story. There's a lot of, just like I said earlier, chore quest and filler quests, and go here, explore this, read these symbols, come back, rinse, repeat, a lot of quests like that. So, um, again, New World, I think was just, it's not for me. Maybe it's for the people that you like. For those that enjoy it, I'm glad you enjoy it. For me, it's just not like the MMO I guess I was expecting. Like I said, I was at first it started feeling like RuneScape. I was excited and playing a lot, and then as I played more and more and more and got through the campaign, it felt more boring. It started showing its true self, its true colors, so to speak, to me in a way that I wasn't really enjoying. And so this is going to be my last video for New World. Um, like I said, I put 100 hours in, or a little shy of 101, and I showed you that I had a lot of time put in my trade skills. Um, my crafting is okay. Um, I didn't really like I said, I didn't want to put a lot of time into it since they have the trade center, or that little trading post that you can sit there and just buy better weapons. So it kind of made pointless of grinding all those levels out in my trade skills, unless you really want to be one of those people that are selling this stuff on the market. But again, I didn't even see a point in buying a house other than for the quest. Other than that, I found it pointless. Um, so yeah, as of New World, if I was to rate it out of 10, I'd give it like a 5 or 6.5, like 6.5 or 5.5. Uh, the character customization was mediocre. Um, they could have had a lot more better options, especially coming from Amazon, being one of the biggest companies in the world. So they had the money to make this game really good, and I think they just they wanted just to add in their player base with the console people because it wasn't doing all that well on the PC side. And if you look just about anywhere if you Google it, you'll find out why it's not doing that well, because their in-game content is seriously lacking. And it's a lot of these filler, repetitive chore quests that just are not fun. And so I find myself barely playing this game, other than this is the last time I'm hopping on it for the review, because I have nothing else to do. Like, I've done just about all the raids, went just about everywhere on the map that allowed me to, and done just about all the dungeons. Experienced everything in the game that I thought I could experience. I've crafted, I've sold stuff, I bought a house, I'm in a clan. I've pretty much done it all, and don't find this game all that fun after being in the end game. So I'm glad for those that do enjoy this game. I'm glad you enjoy it. Sorry for all the late videos. I'm kind of lacking on my cadence on putting out content. Like I said in my past videos, life has just thrown a couple curveballs at me, and I'm trying to just catch up on everything. So just bear with me if you can, and I'll try and get more content out as soon as I can. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. And as always, don't let your past mistakes stop you from showing the world what you can accomplish, and stay true to yourself. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys.